It's worse to have 0 hard inquiries than it is to have 15. If you delete any hard inquiries for accounts that you have open, they can close those accounts. Hard inquiries are the ones you are actually in control of. Before you go and apply for anything, you have to decide, are you in the credit building stage or are you in a big purchase stage? So people who don't know any better, they'll be like, oh, I got denied here. Well, let me try over here. Go over there, get denied there. Well, let me try here, get denied there. Why is everybody denying me? Everybody's denying you because now you have 3 hard inquiries today. You have no open accounts. What are we going off of? Welcome in. If you've tuned into my other videos, then you know I'm all about finance and credit. So today I want to tap into hard inquiries. Hard inquiries is more of a foundation when it comes to credit. So you just want to make sure you know what hard inquiries are, how to use them to your advantage. I come across a lot of people who have 0 hard inquiries. When I come across someone who has 0 hard inquiries, I can tell that their credit is just underutilized, way underutilized. They're missing out on free money. They're not building. It's worse to have 0 hard inquiries than it is to have 15. 15 is bad, but at least you're trying. At least you're putting in some type of work. If you do not know what your credit looks like, you shouldn't be applying for anything. I have a friend of a friend who went and closed one of her credit cards and one of her only credit cards and then started applying for things and was mad that she was getting denied. First of all, closing a credit card is the worst thing you could do. We will discuss that. Just don't ever close a credit card. There are certain times, but it's like a 99% do not close your credit card. If you close the only thing you have, right? And then you go and apply for things, they have nothing to go off of. And when they deny you, that's a hard inquiry. So people who don't know any better, they'll be like, oh, I got denied here. Well, let me try over here. Go over there, get denied there. Well, let me try here, get denied there. Why is everybody denying me? Everybody's denying you because now you have 3 hard inquiries today. You have no open accounts. What are we going off of? So if you do not know what your credit looks like, do not apply for a credit card. Don't apply for a mortgage especially. Don't apply for a car. Don't apply for any personal loan. Probably the only thing you can get is student loan because they want everybody to have a student loan. And that's probably one of the worst things you can get on your credit is a student loan. That thing will eat your credit alive. If you're going to apply for anything, please log into your Credit Karma. Please log into your Experian. Please sit with someone who can go through your credit with you and tell you the points and the things. And if you're even eligible to be applying for things, because if you're ineligible, all you're going to do is drop your score even more with the hard inquiries. Before you go and apply for anything, you have to decide, are you in the credit building stage or are you in a big purchase stage? If you've never went through the credit building stage, you should not be going to the big purchase stage because you have nothing to show. Before you get to the big purchase stage, you're going to need to have some history. You're going to need to show that you have utilization, but it's very low. You're going to need to show you don't have any derogatories, anything negative on your account. You're going to need to show a credit mix. So please do not think that if you've never used your credit, you can just jump to a mortgage or a car. The only thing that's available for you right now is going to be credit cards, maybe a personal loan kind of thing. Now, if you're in the credit building stage, this is perfect. This is exactly where you have to start. And the credit building stage is basically saying, I'm not purchasing a house this year. You might have thoughts on buying a car. You might have thoughts on getting some credit cards. You might have thoughts on a personal loan. That's all fine, but please don't think that without any credit this year, you're going to be buying a house. Not unless you work uberly and overly fast, which most people don't want to do. So in that credit building stage, please give yourself at least 2 years to not have to rush it and do it the right way. So exactly what is a hard inquiry? A hard inquiry is when you go and apply for something and they say, hey, we're going to check your credit, just to make sure we want to give you this loan, make sure we want to give you this line of credit. So they are going to run your credit and it's going to show 1 point on your credit. It basically lets other lenders know, hey, this is how many other things they've applied for. Doesn't tell them if you are approved or denied, but hey, these are all the things they applied for. They may have or may not have like the limit we gave them, but this is just shows you how thirsty they are. Because the more hard inquiries you have, the more thirsty you look. The less hard inquiries you have, it looks like you don't really need much. And you're a better candidate at that point, of course. If you've ever heard of a soft inquiry is when you get like those pre-approval in the mail or when it says, let's pre-qualify you. So what happens is when you pre-qualify that soft inquiry, it does check your credit very lightly They'll let you know if you're approved or denied and what a limit might be before you accept it. That's called a soft inquiry. Hard inquiry is when they pull straight from your credit and they leave a mark on your credit and you might still get denied. Soft inquiries do not hurt you at all. There's a spot on Experian where you can go and see all your soft inquiries. All these credit card companies and banks are pulling soft inquiries on us all the time, and we may never even know it. They're pulling soft inquiries, seeing if they want to send you out something in the mail or something on an email that says, hey, apply for this card. There's so many soft inquiries that I have that I've never even heard of them. Because, hey, maybe they don't fully like my credit, right? But the other ones do. So every bank, every credit card has different parameters. You're going to have a lot of soft inquiries. Do not let that alarm you if you see it. The hard inquiries are the ones you are actually in control of. Now, hard inquiries stay on your credit for 2 years. They fall right off after 24 months. They hold the most weight for the first year. That second year, they don't hold as much weight, which is the best part. And when you apply for things, not every company reports to all three bureaus. Honestly, most of them report to TransUnion. Then they're going to report to Experian, maybe Equifax. I've, at a point in time, had about 14 hard inquiries on TransUnion, one on Equifax. Equifax doesn't really hold a lot of information, but they're there. Experian holds more, but it holds less than TransUnion. Now, how many hard inquiries is too many? 0 shows that you don't even know how credit works. 3 hard inquiries is the maximum you want to have if you plan on buying a house anytime soon. You don't want to look thirsty when you're buying a house. You also want them to be able to find you the best lender, which may cause you a few hard inquiries. I do believe when you're buying a house, they may bunch those together, but still, you don't want to have a lot. You want your credit report to look like an A+ student's credit report when you're buying a house. If you're buying a car, I would say no more than 6, because I've seen it done before. You can still have really nice credit. All the other areas could be checked off in A+ and have like 6 hard inquiries. A car, they're not going to ding you for having way too many. Now, when you want to get a credit card, you can have more. The most inquiries I've had and still gotten approved is about 12 hard inquiries. Still getting approved for credit cards. Now, again, it does make you look thirstier, right? But you're probably in the credit building stage. If you have that, you should be in the credit building stage if you have that many hard inquiries, because you know you're not going to be approved for anything big. I've also heard that 1 hard inquiry per month in the credit building stage is perfectly fine. No more than that. And I've actually done it. It's actually worked. I've gotten so many credit cards at one point in time because I knew I wasn't going to buy anything big at the moment. So I said, okay, well, let me take this 2 years. Let me raise my credit limit so high that in the next 2 years, unutilized, is going to take me to new levels. So again, if you know nothing about credit, you're at 0. If you're looking to buy a house, 3. If you're looking to buy a car, no more than 6. And if you're looking to just build up and get maybe one credit card every 1 or 2 months, max 12. Something else to know. When you're going to buy that car, cars and personal loans, because personal loans are brokers. When you go to a car lot, the finance department is really brokers, because they're going to shop you around. That's what it's called. Shopping you around to different brokers to see who will deal with you and who they like the most, who they can make the most money with that will deal with you, is what happens when you go to a car lot, aka a finance lot. If you go in there with a pre-qualification from your bank or credit union, preferably your credit union, they do not need to shop you around. All they need to do is run your credit one time to make sure you don't have anything bad on your credit and to make sure you are who you say you are. Now, if you do not go in there with a pre-qualification from your credit union/bank, they're going to shop you around to at least 3 lenders to see who they like. And then 3 inquiries in one day kind of sucks, because now you don't want to apply for anything else if you're looking for a house. If you're looking for a personal loan, so you go online and you give them all your information. Whatever company you decide you want to get a personal loan with, they're going to shop you around as well. Unless you know specifically who you want to go to and hopefully they approve you, do not go to a broker and let them shop you around. Now, the biggest thing to know here, when you're getting your credit fixed, if you're getting your credit fixed, or if you're the type of person who wants to get these hard inquiries off, Hard inquiries can be taken off your credit fairly quickly. The problem that I found is some people who fix credit, they do not have long talks with the people that they're fixing their credit. So they'll go and remove hard inquiries for open accounts that are actually good in the last 2 years, right? If you delete any hard inquiries for accounts that you have open, they can close those accounts. That card can get repoed. Do not have any hard inquiries removed unless you were denied for it, or unless it's an account that you're trying to do away with. The worst thing would be you've had this card for a year and a half, right? You've been paying it on time, you've got good payment history, they've given you a few credit limit increases. For some reason, you're getting your credit fixed, right? They take off that hard inquiry for whatever account that was. Now, all of a sudden, that account is closed. You've lost everything you've worked for. So please, do not let anyone, and for yourself, do not remove any hard inquiries if they're for good standing open accounts. If you learned anything today in this video, go ahead and drop a gem in the comments. Go ahead and let me know what it was. You never know who could be watching this and who that could stand out for. I hope I dropped a gem or 3 because, again, hard inquiries is just the fundamentals. It's just the surface. Next video, we can really dive in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you tomorrow.